Some 911 calls shouldn't exist because the person calling was already dead. And I'm not being dramatic. Police confirmed it. One caller whispered, "He's inside the house." The operator asked, "Who is he?" And the caller replied, "You can't save me." Police reached the location in 4 minutes. The house was empty. No struggle, no footprints. But the call signal was coming from inside the house. Tonight you're going to hear 10 disturbing 911 calls. Calls that have no explanation, no answers, no closure. Number 10, Jamie Santos. The case where the 911 caller disappeared forever. October 28, 1991. Wheeling, Illinois. A normal day. Until 911 receives a call that feels wrong. The man isn't calling from home. He's calling from a payphone. And he sounds calm. He tells dispatch, "Send an ambulance to 1765 Stonehenge Court. There's a young woman not breathing. She's turning blue." And here's the scary part. He knows the exact address. Like he's been there, like he's watching. 911 asks for his name. Normal question, but the caller refuses. Then they ask him, "Why are you there?" And that's when the call changes. He says one word, "Bye," and hangs up. Police rush to the address, and when they enter the home, the caller was right. 27-year-old Jamie Santos is found dead. She had been murdered, smothered with a pillow. And that's where the nightmare begins. Because police never found the caller, no name, no face, no identity. What if the man who called 911 wasn't trying to save her? What if he was making sure she was discovered? And number 9 is even worse. Because in that call, the voice doesn't just disappear. It changes. Number 9. A 911 caller who was never found. No name, no address, just a voice. On the line. The call comes in late at night, and the operator hears something disturbing. A whisper. "Please, hurry," like the caller is hiding. The operator asks, "What's your emergency?" But the voice doesn't answer normally. They say, "I can't talk loud. He'll hear me." Now the operator is panicking, trying to trace the call, trying to keep them talking. They ask for the location, a name, anything. But the caller suddenly whispers, "No, no, no," like someone walked into the room. And then the line goes silent. Police still dispatch units to the traced area. But when they arrive, there's no caller, no suspect, no crime scene. And the creepiest part, the phone number leads nowhere, like it never existed. So who called 911? And if someone was really in that room, why was there no evidence? Because number 8 has a call where police DID find something, but it wasn't a person. Number 8, a 911 call from a house that didn't exist. It came in at 2:41 a.m., and the voice was shaking. They whisper, "Please, he's here." Then the operator asks the address, and the caller gives it instantly. A full address, clear, like they've said it before. Police dispatch units immediately. No delay. But when officers arrive, something is wrong. The address doesn't match any house. It's an empty space, no driveway, no building, nothing. While officers are standing there, dispatch hears the caller again. "Help me." They try tracing the call, but the signal doesn't lock. Police knock nearby homes, wake people up. No one knows anything. And then the caller goes silent forever. No victim, no suspect, no crime scene, not even a house, because number 7 is the first call tonight, where police DID arrive, and they walked into a real nightmare. Number 7, a man calls 911 for help and dies while still on the line. Everett, Washington. February 18th, 1978. This isn't a horror movie. This happened. 24-year-old Dale Johnson hears someone inside his home, and he doesn't scream. He whispers. He calls 911 and tells dispatch. Someone broke in. His voice is shaky, like he's trying not to breathe, because the intruder is close. And then the dispatcher hears something, a sound in the background. Dale gasps, and then the call cuts into silence. Police rush to his house. They're expecting a burglary, but they walk into a murder scene. They find Dale Johnson, shot inside his home. The intruder is gone. No arrest, no suspect convicted. Only one thing survives, the 911 call. So who was in Dale's house? And why was he targeted? Because number 6 is even more confusing. A man calls 911, but the audio makes it sound like he's being hunted by something you can't see. Number 6, Brandon Lawson, the 911 call that still gives people chills. It's the middle of the night in Texas. Brandon runs out of gas and steps out into darkness. He calls 911, but his voice doesn't sound normal. He says he needs police, but he's talking like someone is right beside him. And then he says something terrifying that makes no sense. They're chasing me, not him, not a man. They. The operator tries to calm him down, but Brandon sounds confused, panicked, like his reality is breaking. There's a moment in the call where people swear. You can hear other voices, and that's the nightmare, because nobody knows who those voices were. Quick warning, if you like real unsolved horror, subscribe now, and comment part 2, because the next list is worse. Police search the area, but they can't find Brandon. Minutes become hours, and Brandon disappears into the night. To this day, people still argue what happened. Was Brandon running from people or something else? Because number 5 is the most terrifying call tonight. A woman begging for help, and nobody came. Number 5, Shannon Gilbert, a 911 call that still feels unfinished. It's 4:51 a.m., Oak Beach, Long Island. Shannon calls 911, and her voice is pure panic. She tells dispatch, somebody's after me. And then she says something scarier. They're trying to kill me. She's inside a gated neighborhood, but she can't explain where she is. And the operator keeps asking, what's your location? And during the call, there are other voices, men talking to her, trying to calm her down. But Shannon doesn't trust them. She runs, banging on doors, screaming for help. But it's early morning, and nobody understands what's happening. One neighbor lets her in, but she refuses to stay. Like she believes the danger is already inside. Shannon runs into the night, and then she vanishes. They search for her, and in the process, they find something worse. During that search, multiple bodies are discovered, and suddenly, her call becomes linked to one of America's most terrifying serial killer cases. Shannon's remains are later found in a marsh, but even today, people argue what really happened to her. Was Shannon paranoid, or was she right? And if she was right, why didn't police find her that night? Because number 4 is a call where the identity of the caller is still unknown, but the danger was very real. Number 4, Christian Hall, a 911 call that ends in a controversy that still isn't settled. Pennsylvania, December 30th, 2020. A teenager calls 911 to report a possible suicide on a bridge. But here's the twist. Christian wasn't reporting someone else. He was reporting himself. State police arrive and find him on the bridge in a mental health crisis. They see what looks like a gun, later reported as a pellet gun. And now, every second matters. It turns into a standoff. Officers trying to talk him down, but the tension keeps rising, and later, video footage causes outrage because Christian appears with his hands up. Moments later, he's shot and killed by police, and now the debate explodes. Was this preventable? Did police have other options? Or was it inevitable? This case becomes a warning about mental health calls and what happens when help arrives as force. And the most disturbing thought is this. What if calling 911 didn't save him? What if it sealed his fate? Because the number 3 is the most brutal type of call. A call where the victim knows they're about to die. Number 3, a 911 call where the caller never speaks. You only hear breathing. It starts normal. Call connects, but nobody answers. Then dispatch hears it. Someone breathing right into the phone. The operator says, "Hello," again and again. And now it gets worse, because the breathing is fast, like the person is running or hiding. They flag it as an open line call, meaning someone dialed 911 and can't speak. For a second, dispatch hears a whisper, but it's too quiet to understand. They try to trace the call and send police. Officers rush out to the pinged location. Meanwhile, the call is still connected and the breathing gets closer. And then dispatch hears footsteps, like someone entered the room. One sudden sound, a muffled thud, a gasp. Then, nothing. Police arrive, they knock, they search. No victim, no suspect, no obvious crime scene. So who was breathing into that phone? And if nothing happened, why does this call feel like someone died? Because number 2 has the most disturbing sound ever caught on a 911 line. And it's not breathing, it's screaming. Number 2, this is one of the most disturbing 911 calls ever heard. It's a call that's still debated, real or fake. But either way, you won't forget it. An older woman calls 911, saying a strange man is outside her house. She tries to give her address, but the operator cuts her off, and you can hear her getting nervous. There's a pause, a long pause, like she's staring at something. And then, something happens off camera. The line explodes into screaming. Not one scream, multiple. You hear panic, movement, like the phone drops, and she's fighting for her life. The operator keeps yelling, asking if she's okay, and then it stops. Not a goodbye, not a hang-up, just silence. People online claim police arrived too late. And the mystery is this. What if she had finished the address? Would she have survived? And if this call is real, how did it surface years later with no full case record? If number 2 terrified you, Number 1 is worse, because in number 1, the 911 caller doesn't scream. They calmly describe the danger, like they already accepted they won't survive. Number 1, this call doesn't end with screaming. It ends with a death, mid-sentence. The operator answers, and hears a calm voice. Too calm. The caller whispers, "I can't talk loud. He's in here with me." And the operator says, "Who is he?" But the caller pauses. Then the caller says, "I don't know, but he knows my name." Dispatch starts tracing the call and sends police. And right before it happens, the caller whispers, "Please hurry." You can literally hear a door opening, a loud impact, like someone got grabbed or slammed into something. The operator starts yelling, "Sir, ma'am!" And then you hear nothing but breathing. 1 breath, 2 breaths, and then it stops. Police arrive minutes later, but the caller is already gone. The phone is found, still connected, like 911 was listening to a death in real time. And the worst part, the identity of who was inside is never fully answered, meaning that voice could have been the victim or the killer. And that's it. 10 911 calls that should never exist. If you want part 2, comment part 2 right now and subscribe, because the next list is even worse. Calls where police arrived and something was still there. Good night.